Hi, my name is Mike Savoy, and ever since I was little, I've always been curious about the homeless. In fact, for some reason, whether it is because of my curiosity or not, I have always sympathized towards them. However, I believe a lot of people think differently. Questions I often hear: who are they? Why are they homeless? Why can't they move somewhere warm? And why can't they just get their lazy self off the pavement and get a job so they won't be homeless? So instead of remaining with my stagnant curiosity, I went to talk to some of these people to see if my sympathy was the right mindset to have, or to find out if these homeless people are indeed just lazy. First, let me set the stage. Burlington, Vermont. Burlington is located in the northwest corner of the state of Vermont. It is Vermont's most populous city with around 42,417 people. The city has a long history, thriving coffee shops and breweries, 2 colleges and a university, and the tallest filing cabinet in the world. However, Vermont is also known for their increasing homeless population, and with winter approaching, beds are filling along with the streets. Burlington, Vermont seemed like a perfect place to start to try to find an answer to some of my questions. I started by going out on the streets of Burlington to find some of these homeless people. First, I met a man named Tom. This is Tom. He is a Howard Center client, but the Howard Center refuses to provide Tom with his own place, forcing Tom to panhandle, living off $30 a week. I was very curious to know how often people in Burlington give Tom money. I also wondered what were some of the misunderstandings about the homeless. This is what I learned from Tom.
Often, sometimes people have what it takes to give me a handout. Sometimes they're low on cash or they're low on something. I do this to survive. It's not all about the money to me. I get food handouts, I get clothes. Just don't misunderstand, because it could happen to them too.
I then met a man twice my size, but still twice as friendly than I ever thought this man would be. His name was Ruben. Ruben and I hung out for hours in freezing cold temperatures. This is what I learned from Ruben.
I ended up in Burlington because of lack of health insurance from Tom Tillis in North Carolina that rebuked or rebutted the funding for health care. So then I lost my job, and then I come up here, left my girlfriend, and now pending surgeries. I'm not a drug addict. I do drink a lot. I like to drink. I've been drinking since I was 9. My family was bootleggers, so instead of putting me on half and half, they were making me White Russians with moonshine when I was a baby and putting a nipple on the bottom. When somebody's flying a sign, you don't know why they are homeless, and then people go, well, get a job. Well, who knows why they're sitting there homeless? Some people are out here by choice, some people are out here by virtue, and some people are just out here because they're fucking nuts. Right now it's so damn cold. What's been getting me the last little bit since it's been cold is having to stay out here for 12 hours with arthritis, and then by the time you can go in, I'm stiff as a board, and then I can't really talk to anybody or socialize. And
After hearing these personal experiences, I felt I wanted to hear from someone that is trying to help the cause of homelessness. This is when I met Katie. Katie works at a new place, which helps get homeless people back on their feet. This is Katie's perspective.
basic mission of A New Place is to provide a safe environment for people who are experiencing homelessness and who are ready to break the cycle. It could be anybody. I like to tell people that everybody is one life-changing moment away from being homeless, because it's true. It could be that you get injured, you don't have health insurance, you have to take time off from work won't give you the time, you lose your job, you can't pay rent, you're out. And there's a lot of people who think that people who are homeless don't work, or they don't want to be, as everyone says, productive members of society. But the truth is, a lot of people do work, and they're living paycheck to paycheck, and they still can't make ends meet. Here, it's about making sure that every guest feels like a human being. You know, a lot of times it seems like homeless people have this big homeless and a little people, and here it's about making the people the focus and the homeless the little part. I think shame is a big hurdle in ending homelessness, because obviously people don't want to share it. How do you like to be encountered? As a person who probably has feelings, and right? That's my suggestion, is to really, the more that we as a community can step back our own stigmas and our own fear. And I can tell you this right now, there isn't a single person in this house that I can't look in the eye, even if I know whatever, you know what I mean? And that's the same thing for me. When I experienced homelessness with my family, the hardest part was that some people felt like we were less because of that, and we were treated as less. But the more that we are able to stop seeing people as homeless and start seeing them as people, I think the better it will be.
There are many situations and concepts to take into account that were not presented in the making of this documentary. Homelessness is a problem occurring not only in Burlington, Vermont, but worldwide. There were also many hours spent with the people in this film that were not shown on screen. This was to allow myself to gain a better understanding of their situation without creating an intrusive atmosphere. I was only able to skim the surface of some of the causes to homelessness and what could be some solutions. However, homelessness could never be answered by talking to a select few, as everyone is in a different situation and has their own story to tell.